Happiness and welcome back to the Carpenter's Office. I am, I am and have been thinking about engineer boots, and I haven't touched on John Lofgren's for a long time since I showed you my group of John Lofgren's that I had, or I still have. I actually still have all my John Lofgren's. A lot of the boots you see me do kind of leave my hands. They come and they go. So if you have a question about something, I may be able to answer to revisit it, but I may not if I have gotten rid of it. And that is part of what I want to talk about with engineer boots. If you saw my last video, I kind of mentioned Jake from Almost Finished Style. He's a different kind of a cat. I know I'm very different too. But he is so exceedingly particular and intricate about things. It's kind of strange, but it actually really helps me learn. And he goes over every detail about what he likes and doesn't like about engineer boots. I am not as intelligent or informed as Jake, but what happened with Jake is I've been watching videos about engineer boots, and in particular his videos, and I kind of got the bug. I don't know what it is. So this is kind of going to be the first about engineer boots. And maybe there'll be more coming as I get more into my hands. I originally had the first pair of engineer boots I had, gotta look at my notes, were a 2966. I sold them, not very much money. I'm sorry. They're kind of a rare black Red Wing non-steel toe engineer boot. I think it was a Japan release, highly desired, and I got rid of them. I just struggle so much. These are my Lofgrens here. These are Red Wings. Struggle so much getting in and out of them. Tried everything, plastic bag, pantyhose, everything. It is just a difficult thing, engineer boots. And in the beginning, like a lot of folks, I didn't know about it, didn't know how to do it, didn't know if I was doing it right. This was, I don't know, I guess I can go further back. Probably back all the way to like 2016. I think I bought a pair of Double H engineer boots, which is kind of a cowboy brand. You might see that like some of them at the Boot Barn, or kind of a Ariat is a competitor of. And I had a pair of them, and it hurt the heel of my foot when I was wearing them. I don't know what it was, and I gave them away. Actually, I think I wore them to a Leela Downs Mexican folk concert, and it was not seated at the Fillmore West in San Francisco. Stood there for like 3 hours, and I had made me feel like I had a bone spur in my heel. And that's when I think I gave those away just to a local guy here in town that has a similar size. And then I got the 2966s, and then I got rid of them. Then I got these Lofgrens. Now, we've talked about these before. These I got from John Lofgren, the man himself. He lives a couple hours from here when he's in the United States. And I said in my last video that these were brown Chrome XL. They are not. Red Wing, of course, what am I thinking? Has its own tannery. These are amber harness. We're going to get to those in a second. Those are Red Wings. This is my Lofgren natural Chrome XL. Look at that signature stitching. Natural Chrome XL engineer boot, and they have, it's not on this boot. Okay, look at the profile. There's a good look. Look at the profile. I store these with, down in the toe section here, I have one of those noodles from the pool, and then up in the shaft I have like a little pillow that my wife made, and it keeps these nice. These boots, if you go to buy them new, I didn't pay the retail, but if you go to buy them new, I think they're over $1,000. That is the look of the John Lofgren in Natty Chrome XL, natural Chrome XL. I don't wear them much. Probably got 6 to 8 wears on them. Okay, but this one over here, John told me that he wanted the brand, a cattle brand on it. I don't know if you ever saw that. I guess I showed it off in the other video. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of starts right below the buckle. You can't see that, but okay. And it goes around. Can you see the brand now? Okay. It goes around on both sides, and that is the cattle brand. See, it's like a rocking. There's like a upside down smile right here, and then there's. It looks like it's LS. Looks like there's an L there, right here. See, there's the rocking part, and then there's the L. L. It's like in a mirror. Okay, and there's the S. Okay, it's reversed. I don't know if you can see it right, but it looks reversed to me. But hey, if anyone knows who the rocking LS is, it's probably in the United States or Canada. Let me know. I'd be interested in. I tried to research the brands. There's so many brands. I'm trying to find this, but that was what he wanted. He wanted the actual piece of hide with the brand on his boot, and he said he hardly wore them. And he got with me, and he messaged with me. Now look at that taper on the shaft. See that? It's a taper on the shaft to the inside of your leg. And so I have those in my collection. I probably will never get rid of them because I admire John Lofgren, and like I said before, they're handmade boots completely. Every aspect of them is meticulously gone over. But they are one of the bootmakers who actually stocks. I'd say Lofgren is the best bootmaker in the world who actually stocks runs of boots all the time. And so you can always get Lofgrens. Sometimes they don't have exactly yours. If you go on Standard and Strange, you can kind of sign up and wait or keep checking back on the website. So those are my Lofgrens. As a little added bonus that you've never seen, I got another pair of John Lofgren combat boots in black Chrome XL. They're just such a nice service boot. I know Tech from Boot Philosophy, service boots are your favorite kind of boots. Look at that one, Tech. You need to have a Lofgren. Look at the Barogian on the toe. It's kind of a brown cork sole. See the little flex in there? Those are new. You haven't seen those, so I'm showing those off. Now, yeah, these are like $1,000. I don't pay retail usually. I've only one pair of my Lofgrens I paid retail. It was that White Shadow Shell Cordovan Scuff Off special edition. I really wanted. Hey, they got combat boots. And no, they're donkey punchers. And this bear, this really rare bear from, Japan isn't just the one island we think of. It's many, many, many islands going all the way up almost to, I don't know, Russia or Siberia, somewhere up there in the frozen wastelands. But there's a particular island that had these bears that are an endangered species. They collected the hides off of the bears as they died. So they were harvested only when a bear died. And they made boots out of that, man. They were like $1,950. I really wanted them. Sorry, I'm only a carpenter. I doubt if we'll ever find them on the secondary market. But I love John Lofgren donkey punchers, engineer boots, combat boots, and they got some. It's called Enzo or Enzo bear. Now they have Ezo or Enzo deer skin, and there's some taller boots they got. I really like them, but you don't see them a lot even on the secondary market. So I don't know how many John Lofgrens I'll ever get. But that's my Lofgrens. Now, these Red Wings, I got them for less than $200. Red Wing engineers are not on their site. I don't know when they put them out. I don't know. CJ Cook kind of changed from lace-ups into engineer cowboy boot stuff. He knows a lot about it. If you want to go on his channel, he talks about that. But usually the engineers that I see on Red Wing are black, mostly steel toe. They may have like right here like a Red Wing like silver badge, metal, or a Harley Davidson thing right here. I'm not really into having those metal badges on it. Those are kind of more biker boots. Engineer really are mostly biker boots now. The steel toe, just a regular plain black steel toe, the most common one you're going to find. You're going to pick one up. It's a 2268. Okay, now some guys buy those and they take them to the cobbler, get them resold, get the steel toe taken out. Possibility. They got this is the 2991. Okay, I said, yeah, Chrome XL, amber harness, like your Iron Rangers. I think it's the 8111. This is the 2991. Okay, amber harness. They had some patina. I put a natural LO, so look at those. I was going to go over numbers, but I just want to show you those. Wyatt and Dad, they have a channel. Great guys, wonderful men, best cobblers around, and they just resold one of these 2991s. Yes, and I was going to have them sent in because right when I had these coming, I saw that resole. I'm like, whoa, I might send them in. I'm not. These are really nice and pristine, and I just love the way these work now. The way they look. Now I did put a El Oso natural shoe polish on them, and look, they're starting to get the roll on them. That's what I was looking at the other night, man. And I was just in the garage and I shined them, and I looked at them. I laid on the ground. I took a picture of them. If you see my Instagram, but I just started falling in love with them and started understanding how with the finer leathers and the better boots, how the leather rolls instead of creases. And I just really started falling in love with engineer boots. And this was exactly 1 week ago when I was shining these after I got them. They have the Red Wing logo right there. Instead of that silver badge, I'd rather see that. But that's just my preference. Red Wing labeling on that buckle. Top buckle, I don't know if you can see that. It's really small. Red Wing labeling. But they're pretty, right? I like them. I mean, over $1,000. I don't know. These are probably 300 something new, but I got it for less than 200. And so I'm going to start trying to get some more. But yeah, there's other models, mostly black and brown. I think I might have seen one in like a muleskin or Abilene rough out or something like that. But there's the 2966, which the ones I gave up, I think they're a Japan release. There's the 2268 steel toe black. Both those were black. That you mostly see. There's the 2290, 9268, 2967, which is brown. 2969, I think, is like a brown chocolate shiny one. 2269, I want to look for those. Yeah, right now I want to do a shout out to Kevin in eastern Tennessee and North Carolina. They're having a lot of storms and flooding, and man, our prayers are with you guys out there. You know, it's funny. I just lost a friend, Adam, a friend from, a virtual friend from all these connections that we have online, and he was an amazing guy, and he had bought one of the Happiness Carpenter shirts. And he passed away, and I think in a four-wheel drive accident. And he was from Tennessee. And then I got a new friend now, Kevin from Tennessee. I don't know what it is. I feel like a kinship. I just hit it off with these guys. I probably related to them. One of my ancestors was an explorer. I think it was 6 generations ago, with Daniel Boone in. Was on the trek with Daniel Boone when they discovered the Cumberland Gap in the mountains of Tennessee there. So we hope that you're all safe and sound in Tennessee. Please look out for your neighbors. If you're there in those flooded areas, do not do anything unless it's safe. But if you know you got like older people or disabled people living near, somehow try and check on them. So we're hoping that everyone is well. And residual storms from, I guess, a hurricane that was on the eastern seaboard. One more thing, Tech, I was watching your jeans video and I really enjoyed it. Tech from Bootlosophy, he's just getting into selvage, and I realized that I have a massive selvage collection that you guys don't know about. I don't know if I mentioned it, but if you want me to do, it's difficult to do jeans because all these guys have all these high-tech video things. You see, I don't even edit. I don't know how to splice. I don't know how to put two things together. All I do is cut it at the beginning and the end on my phone, and there's no editing. If I screw up, I have to do it again. That's happened a few times, but so there's no way for me really, oh, look how I look in these jeans, and jump back and forth, and like those guys do that, and they're in an outfit. I don't know how they do that. It's like magic to me, but I think it's like a cool. I watch it all the time. And he's changed. Hey, I did change. I did a video earlier. Tex said he was doing that. Do more than one in a day. So I changed my glasses, and this is my Rockmount Ranchwear T-shirt. Vintage cowboy looking motif here, and Rockmount Ranchwear is out of Colorado, and I started getting into it when I was watching that TV series Longmire. Okay, if you didn't watch that TV series Longmire, watch it. It's an Australian cat who does a really good cowboy from Wyoming, and it shows a lot about what goes on at the Indian reservations, a lot of wrong things that happen to our Native American brothers, and so it's interesting. But Lou Diamond Phillips is in it, and they wear a lot of Levi's and Wranglers and stuff like that. But every once in a while, they're wearing these shirts with like the sawtooth pockets. And, you know, it's like diamond points going down. And I was trying to research it, find out, and I got turned on to Rockmount Ranchwear. I'm wearing it in a couple videos that I do. If you see with long sleeve, I think it's more for like ropers, for like cowboys, because the sleeves are really kind of puffy, not quite like pirate, but they're puffy. And then they got like pearl snaps. Some of them have diamond pearl-esque snaps. But Rockmount, the founder, is the guy who invented the pearl snap cowboy shirt. So if you haven't visited their site, a lot of celebs, a lot of movies have Rockmount Ranchwear. Rockmount Ranchwear. Go on their site, you get some really cool cowboy shirts. And if you don't want the full shirt, you just get the t-shirt. Like I got a couple of them. So I think that's all I have for you. But if you want me to do jeans, I can just show you what I got, lay them out here, and talk about them. Show you if you want to know what I know about selvage. So happiness and joy, and thanks to all the other YouTubers that teach me, and thank you to all you guys that teach me and comment and make me learn and watch, and blessings and love out to people who are suffering because of weather incidents, and happiness and engineer boots.